It's so
Uh-huh.
interesting because how you just said it's like really not a man's thing to cook and stuff. I
Right.
thought about it and I'm like, every chef that I can think of that I've met in my personal life or seen on TV, it's dominated by men.
I mean,
Like
yes,
when you
that's
think
true.
about a chef, like a pastry chef or a culinary artist, that industry is dominated by men. So I love to cook, but I know it's not for everyone. But I just think it's interesting how women are the ones who are stereotyped to be like cooking, like the cook
Hmm.
of the family, when that
Hmm.
industry has always been dominated by men. I'm not here to
Uh, y-
argue. I just thought it was like an
oh
interesting
yeah, yeah,
point.
yeah. That's a definitely interesting point. Yeah, I guess you could say, far as in that professional field, yes, but at home, it's dominated by women.
Why do you think that is though? Because I love to cook. I like to cook from scratch.
Well,
It's fun for me. But
well,
like, why do you think it's like more for women than men?
because women are pretty much in charge of the children, pretty much, right? So more than likely, they're going to be cooking meals for kids, right? And husband's going to be included in that. So a lot of times they're going to be doing things like getting the kids ready, make sure they have a meal before they leave off, and things like that. So they're already in the mode of doing it. So it's natural for them to be in that position already. So.
No, I don't disagree with you at all. I definitely think home economics should be taught. But I mean, if I had a son and he wanted to learn how to cook, I'm obviously going to teach him as well. For one, it's a life skill. I think, regardless, relationships aren't promised to anyone, so we have to eat. But I think just in our culture in America in general, everything's just
Mhm.
built to be convenient. Fast food
True,
restaurants, grocery stores,
true.
have to be made foods. We
Hmm.
don't have that. It's like our focus is exclusively supposed to be working.
Hmm.
And so I don't think it's like that women don't like to cook. A lot of people just don't have the time for it. It's like, so where do you have the time to learn how to cook from scratch? I might make bread twice a week, but it's like, if you're not raised with that culture of knowing how the process is done, I can
Hmm.
understand why some people just may prefer a more convenient option.
Right. I mean, it's convenience and there's sometimes just being lazy, right? I mean, you can find time to cook every now and then to bring the family together, right? You can't just constantly go out fast food eating. I mean, on the daily basis. I mean, if you can find time for anything else, you can find time for that. You know, I feel like that. So, and besides, to me, out of all the fast food I've tasted, restaurant, all the things, all the places I've been, I mean, it's nothing like a home cooked meal anyway.
100%. No, I agree.
Right.
I
Right.
agree.
So I mean, you can find. I mean, I see what you're saying. Yeah. The everyday life of two people working in the household. I mean, yeah, it can be busy, but you can definitely find time to do that, to cook a meal, right? You can find time to do that. So I mean, besides, a lot of this fast food stuff. It's a lot of processed food, so it's really not too healthy for you anyway. You'd be better
I
off
agree.
cooking majority of the time at the house.
I think the culture in America should definitely be more health centered.
Hmm.
Um, and just finding ways not only just to be healthy, but to enjoy being healthy. So I definitely think bringing food back home and preparing home cooked meals for the family is definitely a good way to start.